The monument cave temple Kunnandar Koil is located about 35 km from Pudukottai. This temple referred in inscription as Thirukundrakudi. It has a rock-cut temple which may be assigned to the time of the second Nandivarma Pallava king who lived between 710 to 775 AD. In the course of the centuries, this temple developed with structural additions into a big complex. Kunnandar Koil in Tamil means Temple of the Lord. The temple has many inscriptions which greatly help in tracing back its history. There are about 37 inscriptions found in this temple, includes Pallava, Chozha, Pandya and Nayaka period inscriptions. The earliest ones are from the Pallava period of Nandi Bodhavarman. Inscriptions of the early Chola period are mainly donations for temple lamps. In one such inscription of the Chola king, Rajakeshari Varman Rajaraja, the lord of this temple is referred as Thirukundrakudi Mahadevar. The god is referred as Thirukundrakudi Nayanar in one inscription of King Kulothunga Chola. This inscription talks about a land donated to the temple. There was a treasury in existence at the temple as supported by the inscriptions of Tiribhuvana Rajarakeshari Varman records a gift of gold coin deposited to the treasury. Inscription of Parakrama Pandya records an information of a land piece. In the time of Sundara Pandya, endowment of 100 gold coins was created for food offerings. There is also an interesting inscription of Sundara Pandya which talks about fines in case of communal riots. There is another interesting inscription of a Muttaraya chief. It states that he donated his land to the Lord as he has no son and hence after him all his assets be given to the temple. Devaradiyar or temple dancers of that time used to possess many assets and were counted among the richest. One such instance is found in this temple where an inscription states a gift provided by a Devaradiyar. This inscription is dated in the reign of Kumara Virupanna Udayar. Gifts from Devaradiyar seems to be in practice during those times, as another such instance is found in the temple of Kudumiyanmalai, where a Devaradiyar gifted money to repair and maintain the temple. In other inscriptions of Kambanna, this country has been referred as Pandi Valanadu, meaning a fertile country of the Pandyas. Few inscriptions of Vijayanagara king Krishnadevarayar are also found in this temple. One Nayaka chief, Kunnai Nayakar, granted money from his land to the temple. The temple sees extensions during Nayaka period as mention of construction of Mahamandapa and Nirutha Mandapa is mentioned in the inscriptions. There is an inscription of a washerman and his wife about some donations from their side. This provides a very different outlook on a social behavior at that time. Putting an inscription of a washerman who is considered to be from a lower caste in the temple compound suggests that there could have been no differentiation between ranks once you are within the temple. The Radha Mandapa is called 100-pillared hall. However, there are only 90 pillars inside. There are 2 wheels and 2 horses driving this mandapa. There are 8 ganas placed at the base of this mandapa in front. Interestingly, 7 are male and 1 is female. There is a Murugan shrine on top of this hill. This seems to be a recent structure. In the south of Mahamandapa, Saptamadarhal images are placed. They are shown in company of Veerabhadra and Ganesha, and these images could belong to 8th to 9th century AD. The cave temple has been carved out from a low-rising hill on its eastern facade. This hall-type cave could have been carved during the Pallava reign, whether by the Pallavas or by their subordinates, the Muttarayars. This fact is supported by the earliest inscription from the time of Pallava king, the third Nandivarman. though there is no foundation inscription. The cave would have been in existence during his time when he inscribed his words on it. This rectangular mandapa is supported in 2 pillars and 2 pilasters. There is a Mahamandapa constructed in front of the cave temple. There is a Nandi shrine within this mandapa. This Mahamandapa is enclosed by a wall encasing the cave. There is a Gopuram on eastern side of this entrance, which is used as the main entrance in the present time. There are 2 monuments of interest within this second enclosure. One is unfinished rock-cut shrine carved on the north side of the main cave but outside the Mahamandapa complex. There are portrait sculptures of 2 Dwarabalahar carved in the niches on either side of the entrance of this back wall shrine. Left Dwarabala is carved in familiar attitude as seen in other Pallava cave shrines. He is standing with one leg bent at his knee and placed behind his right feet. In totality, he represents a refined, graceful figure in contrast to massive, crude personification of the earlier Pallava examples. Right side Dwarapalaka is standing in an interesting posture which is rare among the Pallava order. He is standing with his arms held crossed in front of his chest. There are 2 interesting relief carvings on side walls of this cave hall. On the south wall is a relief sculpture of Ganesha in Valampuri style, truck turned to the right. This Valampuri style is very frequent in Pandya region and most of the Ganesha images are in this style. He is seated in Padmasana and shown with 4 hands. Another relief sculpture is carved on the north side wall. Shiva is shown with Uma Parvati, which is referred as Uma Sahita Murti. Both Shiva and Uma are shown seated posture. There is a lady attendant standing next to Uma and carrying a basket in her hands. There is a visible crack on the roof which reached till the sculpture of Uma. Gunandar Koil is a living documentation with a range of historical records over the period of around 1400 years of history. Gunandar Koil is a monument that deserves preservation. It's a pride to the art history and culture of Tamil nation.